What's up, folks? Check. This will undoubtedly be a clusterfuck a second. Man, what is going on? Lord, help me. I'm afraid not. Check 1, 2, test it, motherfuckers. Check, check 1, 2. Check one. Check one. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I am having issues, but Gloria, what's up, sister? Cheers to you. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I got shit all screwy. It's weird. So happy Friday. July 10th, 2026, 115 days, 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 17 seconds until the midterm elections. Um, we're at day 133 in the Iran war. So that's always great, huh? That shit totally. Usually I just like, take technical issues on the chin, but it's throwing me off. It's yeah, it's odd. What am I drinking tonight? Coffee and some other stuff in there. Black Russian like usual. I don't have a cocktail too often when I'm not streaming. So if you see me streaming, I'm probably having a cocktail. I'm going to have at least one when I'm streaming. It either will loosen my lips a little bit or slow me down, either or. I haven't in a while, but for the longest time, just probably even through like, I mean, I guess I haven't been streaming all that much lately, but I would always go back. I don't know, just really only this year, I guess. Last 6, 7 months have I not. Usually I go back and watch the beginning of the stream or the end of the stream, a few minutes of it, check sound, all that good stuff. And one time I just dozed out and was let it run, and I'm like, I noticed I was just fucking grabbing my mug every 5 seconds. I'm like, Jesus, it's like a pacifier, TV. Yeah, I'm about overdue for a Bloody Mary. But I like them a little bit hot. I don't have to have it killer hot or nothing, but I prefer it a little bit warm. Pretty warm, but it's always fucking a crapshoot. Wondering how it's gonna frickin' do on my belly. Oh my gosh, I was on a mission last night. I couldn't fucking shut up. It gets exhausting. Actually, I didn't feel too bad, but man, usually when I have a night like that, I'll end the stream and sit here a second and be like, holy fucking shut the fuck up, TV. Yeah, me too. And unfortunately, I have an old video of me making my Bloody Marys. The, the bar out in the living room. I was pretty toasty when I made it. I gotta find that. Are you staying cool, Gloria? It was, I hope you're staying cool. I know it's a fucking task. It's 74 degrees here. 10 o'clock. 74 is not bad. It got warm and humid. It's still 66% humidity. High 80s all through next week, possibly 90. Yeah, high 80s through next Saturday. Yeah, gotta have to have horseradish. I do a little bit of hot sauce, not necessarily Tabasco. I have these like we have a local grocery store. There's a half a dozen of them under this name, and it's small. It's gas station, convenience store, but they have their own butcher shop and deli right in there. It's a pretty decent little store, and we like supporting, the local folks. And they just have some, different off-brand shit next to like fucking Frank's and Tabasco and all that. And I grabbed one a while ago just for the hell of it because it wasn't frickin' $30 for a jar. And the shit is good. Incredibly good. Yeah, some dill and maybe some pepperoncinis, a little bit of hot sauce or not, a pickle, some celery, as many olives as you can get in there without skimping on the vodka. Yeah, that's good stuff. A little Worcestershire sauce. sucks. I was trying hard to get going. I've been was trying to get going at like, I don't know, 5 minutes to 9 or something. Just fucking issue after issue. I don't have anything going other than probably before too long Mrs. V is going to be home. She went to a reception with our youngest tonight. Some old neighbors, but actually our middle son's best friend, he stood up for him. God, they're just such good people. Him and his dad came to, because I think originally their dad is from, their parents are our age, obviously, me and Mrs. V's age, but maybe slightly younger. Came to Chicago when our kid graduated from the naval base, and yeah. So I was home with the dogs, but we're gonna get together tomorrow, and so I cooked like a 4 pound pork roast, and I'm gonna slice that super duper thin, and I made cabbage barbecue sauce, potato salad. I'm gonna go fuck that up tomorrow. Gloria says she did cool down to 97 from the 90s. Humidity only 85 too. She's, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like, you don't have to go too much farther south than me, or too much south of me, I should say. And it's really weird. It's like there's just, and maybe I'm stupid for thinking so, but there's just like no in between. There's just no sweet spot anywhere in the world, let alone the U.S. I mean, I would have to say, like, you know, Northern California, and I don't know how hot they get in the summer. I don't think they get all that hot, but like I could handle, a light dusting of snow a couple times a year or something like that, but it's gonna melt right away and all that shit. I don't mind some cold weather, shitty weather, dreary weather. It's just the extremes. And you know how it is. The older you get, the faster time flies, and it seems like we're in our fucking. I feel like I'm in that seasonal cycle. Just it's like it's Mach 5 speed or some shit. Yeah. So anyway, when Mrs. V gets home, I might be I might disappear for a few, but I'll probably leave the stream. I said started this thing because I wanted to yap, or figured I did. I couldn't fucking know what else I was gonna do. Sit still. I thought if I sat down and only did music, I wouldn't do music. I'd just go out. I don't know. Maybe I'd fucking jam. That's always good. It's good to just fucking float away for a minute. I'm really quite disgusted though. My setup. I should try my damn. I need to. No, I can't do that. I was thinking I need to try my phone for a camera, but I can't fucking do that because I'm feeding all this audio into the stream. In fact, you know what, Gloria? Hold on a second, sister. I gotta grab my phone. Trumpers are all, excuse me, into that synchronicity stuff. It's not that I'm not. It's, there's so much. I mention this stuff once in a while, not synchronicity necessarily, but the more unknown. And I mean, I spend most of the fucking documentaries and shit I read is quantum mechanics, quantum physics, certainly the simulation theories and all that good stuff. But it's like, I haven't even been able to take it upon myself to do a stream like that because, for one, it's like, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and talk out my ass, I would love to fucking talk about everything I've learned and, get other people's opinions. It's just a lot of great topics in that shit, but it's like the chuds are hardcore. They're just a fucking huge mixed bag of, the unknown. But it's like, I can't fucking talk to you dipshits about that stuff. You can't even fucking decide, make up your mind about who won the fucking election in 2020. Yeah, I know, sister. I felt like I don't think I've had any sort of midlife crisis yet. I say yet. It's got to happen soon, right? Or I'm over it. I'm not sure what that means. It's like I'm not I've gotten a little bit restless lately about some stuff, but I feel like it's grounded thoughts and goals. But yeah, cuz I had such a fucking fucked up childhood, I guess, or upbringing at times. I don't know. I had a lot of anxiety with people and shit, but so for sure for the longest time I was afraid of fucking dying. For a long time, well into being an adult. But I don't know if it was, I mentioned Eckhart Tolle the other night. You deal with it in the moment, your body, your brain, you know, when you're not going through that and you're, as a human who's gone through fucked up shit at times, whatever it might be, we're capable of having a pretty good recollection of what, you know, some really traumatizing pain, accident, that sort of thing, right? Could entail, but when you're in the moment. So that took me out of that. And it's not that I have for the longest time, and it was like such a relief. It's like, man, when it happens, it's just gonna happen. You're not gonna know. Even if you do know, you're gonna be too bit. Your brain's just gonna be doing all kinds of things. Whatever conscious, whatever awareness you have of what's happening to you and how much you actually absorb the pain, that pain, like a heart attack or something, for instance, right? I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Glory. Let's hope I don't go through a midlife crisis. I don't have the money for a Corvette or a 22-year-old girlfriend. I didn't go to Laura's stream today either because I was just busy as a bugger doing stuff. Al Ronan, cheers. Happy Friday. Right on. Yeah, that happens. I have several accounts, though. I usually just chat under TV too, if I can remember to do so. I was just checking your channel. I am subscribed to you. Yeah, I try to subscribe to anybody that I've spoken to or that has come by on occasion at least, so I can keep track of folks. Have a lot of ding dongs that play games. Yeah, it's Friday, summertime in the Friday night in the summertime, right? In the summertime. Noisy ass motherfucker, ain't it? Yeah, I'm gonna miss Mac, even for a couple days. I am. I love that doogie doogie bugger bugger, brother from another mother. He's a fucking ass kicking, true blue conservative. He's not a Republican anymore. He'd probably never admit to that. I hope he would. I feel confident he would still agree he's a conservative. You know, so many of us are, really. I think Mac is moving. Might have to write a song called Max Moving to Kentucky. Max moving down to Kentucky. Max moving to Kentucky. I always was shitty to fucking that. I don't know, man, what it is, but I can't say that I don't like Southern rock because, like, man, Skinner drives me up a fucking wall, but oh, I can't remember the name of it. Gone prowling or gone hunting or gone searching something. Such a fucking good tune. Oh, I'm on the prowl. I'm on the prowl. That's a badass. That's a badass Skinner tune. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it is I'm on the hunt. Fuck, I don't know. I'll find out in a minute. I think it's I'm on the hunt. I did, but I did something right away. I bought this guitar brand new in 2017. One of the few. I'd have to think about possibly only the second brand new electric guitar that I ever bought. And it had a sticky nut. I said, baby. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I know he never voted for Trump. He may have voted for GW. I never asked him about. I never thought about that, but I just know he was a Republican for a long time, and it's like, fuck, we're all you know. That's why I register again. Why I register independent, and I'm so happy that in Michigan you're able to vote a split ticket and all that good stuff because you know you gotta just vote. You gotta vote for the common sense, bright ideas, and those can come from anywhere, right? The queen of life took her bow, then she turned to go. The Prince of Peace drew his sword, walked the night alone. Mac's been hanging out with us for a long time. Mac may have been started hanging out at Mighty streams before me. I don't know. That's where I met him. Long, long, long time ago. I still recall us yapping about fishing. Yeah, I was a non-participant for a long time, but I'm sure, absolutely sure, I would have never voted for a Republican, and I don't think like that's some sort of like, you know, like any credit to me. Like I was smart enough not to do that. I was too stupid not to vote, or I was too stupid to vote. I think I seen. I don't know if I was there or not, Gloria, but I think that White House stream is back up, isn't it? Unfortunately. Dance in the dark of night. Whoa now, whoa now, whoa now, whoa. Whoa now, whoa now. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. Man, I love that tune. I gotta take a break here in a second, but I can't get that out. Queen alive took a bow, then she turned to go. The Prince of Peace drew his soul, walked the night alone. Think of that song Detachable Penis. Detachable penis. Ba, 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 ba. Maybe I'll cut out for my break with a piece of that.
I should get
Well, my old lady's a puke. I got a barrel in the back. Well, my old lady's a puke. I got a barrel in the back. Heavy two-track in. Check. Test. Check. So goddamn weird. I don't know if this is gonna work. Should. I guess. Alright, I haven't done this song. I wrote this song in 96 or something like that. I haven't played it in almost that long. Let's do another little sound check on this. Heavy two-track in. This is going to be a clusterfuck. Well, my old lady's a puke. I got a barrel in the back, 4 in the floor, and a Hemi 6-pack. We were heavy two-track in, heavy two-track in, heavy two-track in, heavy two-track in, heavy two-track in. That's where I wanna go. Some people drive Chevys, baby. That's all right. I drive a Ford and I'll be mudding all night. Heavy, heavy two-track in, heavy two-track in. Heavy two-track in is where I wanna go. Lady's a puke, I got a barrel in the back, got a 4 on the floor and a Hemi 6-pack. Some people drive Chevys, baby, that's alright. I drive a Ford and I'll be mudding all night. So put the pedal to the metal, then the beer in your bones. Getting heavy in the mud all night long. Heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. Heavy two-track in is where I wanna go. Heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. Heavy two-track in is where I wanna go. I don't know why I don't ever. I've been so fucking picky about that song. That actually didn't feel bad, other than I forgot to turn off the lead vocals. Yeah, it's still a little distorted though, ain't it? I don't know. I mean, I got everything going into the backing tracks, the vocals, guitar, all into my effects processor, and then going into the stream audio, which is it's not ideal. It's got to be where I'm getting the clicky poppy shit. I guess that's it. Such a cool tune. It's all it takes. That's probably the only King Missile. I don't know that they ever had any other hit songs. I mean, they probably had something that got some attention after that tune, but I hope they. Sad part is if you fucking did what any smart musician would do, if any record companies fucking offered you a record deal, take it, even if it puts you in debt for the rest of your life. I don't know what would be worse, being in my shoes or being a one-hit wonder. Because it's like, man, the one-hit wonders, they have fucking, sure they have, I don't know that there's any bands that I've like dug deep into, like, you know, modern era bands, 90s, 2000s, like King Missile or something, but what was that? I love that tune. I don't think the name of the song's Venus, is it? Now I can't remember the name of the band. Blue something or other. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Your desire. Sapphire Blue? No, that's not it. Anyways, some bands like that that really had some killer shit. I think like King Crimson, they probably had, I think they had another song or two besides Crimson and Clover. Every once in a while, I will listen to Billy Swan. That tune, I Can Help, I think that's always on. I watched some different shit of him like later on after his career mellowed, so to speak. And he'd play that fucking song he'd do 15-minute versions of that tune. If you got a problem, don't care what it is, call on me, I assure you with this, I can help. I got 2 strong hands, let me help. It would sure do me good to do you good, I can help. I swear I learned it before and it was in like D. When I go to sleep at night, you're always a part of my dreams. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Whispering in my ear, telling me everything I wanna hear. That shit's tasty. It's no wonder he fucking got off on that shit. Man, my dad turned me on to some. Always listening to different fucking rock, metal, whoever heads, and listening to who their influences were and are, and it's like, how does that happen? Like how do you like the Slipknot documentary? It was it's Jim Root is the guitar player for Slipknot, also for Stone Sour, and I never listened to either one of those bands very much. I think Stone Sour might have been like a little bit more I don't know, not so fucking obnoxious heavy, but like Slipknot. But God, what was he was saying? His parents would be playing shit like the Blues Brothers and I don't know, some other stuff in the Beatles. He says, and he's like, yeah, the Beatles. I always gotta name the Beatles. You know, it's just crazy. I don't know what it is. And I'm like, I'm watching it, and I said out loud, they're fucking good, dude. Funny enough, I don't know a damn Beatles tune. We used to do Oh Blah Dee Blah Da. Desmond had I never sang that shit, but. That's when shit went fucking south for me. Well, kind of in the band. Once my band, heavy metal band, I decided that was it. It was just because it was getting into, it was taking up too much of my partying time. And then last drummer and guitar player that we had, or the last drummer that we had wanted us to, me and my guitar player, to join him. Wanted Billy to play bass, which he had done for years. And then he had this youngster guitar player, singer, who was fucking, dude could sing anything. And so we were doing all kinds of fucking, we went from fucking, you know, Stone Temple Pilot and our original shit and heavy versions of like fucking Wild Thing and any rock and roll tunes you can imagine, and Nirvana and what few, I don't know, we covered all kinds of like Creedence Clearwater, all heavier versions of like Fortunate Son and stuff like that, Hole and Matchbox 20 and but we were mixing up still some of that shit because we needed 4 sets worth of material, and doing stuff like fucking Neil Diamond and Billy Joel, and some of that shit was a blast. Ooh, what's the matter with the car I'm driving? Can't you tell it's not a style? I tell you what, going from having to be the front man, and I still sang a couple tunes like our heavier shit, but going from having to be the fucking front man and playing, you know, you doing 4 45-minute sets, and 2 of the sets are pretty heavy and upbeat in a workout, and singing, I don't know what I sang, probably 40% of the shit my partner sang, 50%. Our drummer sang a few tunes, and the bass player had at least an original, and he's on the disc singing. I don't know if he did any covers or anything else, but to just having to play fucking simple chord progressions like that, man, whew, it was easy to sit there and get wrecked. A Polish wedding song. I wonder what the, now you got me curious, Gloria. Of course, I still don't have a, I'm sure I probably looked before to see what obla di blah da means. It's probably slang for that's life, or life goes on, or when I was 21, 22, and we were fucking, shit was like, I'm not sure I felt it at that time yet, but I was like, you know, like as far as our original music go, and we were heavy and raw, but it's like, you know, this is actually getting refined, and even at that time, I just could not fucking imagine ever have had the chance to, and it was I don't know if it was a stupid dream, but like, you know, going to bars like mad at that time and watching bands and shit, you know, and then fucking going back my best buddy's house or bass player at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning and fucking just fucking rattling the walls in the basement until fucking the sun comes up. And thought, man, how cool it'd be to fucking stand on the stage in a fucking filthy old bar and fucking rock out. And once it got to that point, I'm like, I gotta fucking play original. I want to play some of my own shit on stage, and of course that happened. The Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and AC/DC, got to do all that shit. Only did Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin like maybe twice, I think. I didn't sing that shit. We would do Problem Child by AC/DC. The singer and or the guitar player, singer, and drummer from a band, the Dead Sea Squirrels, that we used to fucking just play all over hell with. They would come up and do that tune. God, that dude, nobody sounds like Bon Scott more than him. I don't know why he would have been, I guess, way too young when Bon died, but I'm not kidding you. This dude is something else singing fucking Bon Scott or AC/DC. It's stupid. Oh yeah, more like the beat. No, right on. But I was just curious what the words might mean if there is anything to it. It's almost like a do re mi fa sol la thing, right? It is. It does have a polka beat to it, Gloria, for sure. Dun 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 dun. I'm sure I'll have to fucking nix. Is all I did last night? I played. I played that Anthrax tune. But I played a bunch of other shit on guitar too that I thought for sure was gonna get fucking. Not that I sound like this stuff, but it doesn't take much for some songs. So I only had to mute one song from last night. That King Missile tune I played earlier probably have to be erased. But Led Zepp, the Beatles, you can't get away with playing any of that shit. Oh, I was playing some Zeppelin last night. Same shit I was playing tonight. I don't know if it'll get fucking picked up or not. I didn't hear Mrs. V come home. I didn't hear the dogs bark either. I think the reception ended at 11 or 11:30. It's not 11:30 yet. Oh, what other we did like three I'd have to look at the list. We did like 3 Billy Joel tunes. Neil Diamond. God, that dude could sing. He was a youngster. We had to like fucking, you know, like there was almost no lapse between my band, you know, hanging it up and then us, you know, supporting the last drummer that we had. And so I didn't have any problem with the barman. I did all our bookings. But we had, you know, it was like 19. His mom would come out and see us too. She was cool. Yeah, I'd have to start looking at lists, and the Beatles song list is so long. And we did Obla Di Bla Da. We did whatever the fuck. I'm so bad with titles. That Billy Joel tune that I was singing. Gosh, I'm trying to think some of the, like one of the very first tunes when he first asked me to do that with him, and then I went and hung out at his house and met the guitar player, and he was playing. He showed me he was playing Witchy or Spooky, and he showed me the chords for that, and I was like, holy fuck! I mean, I'm sitting here doing fucking these badass. Well, I don't know about badass. I'm fucking working my ass off on metal riffs and shit, right? Like for years, jamming out, fucking making people scream their heads off or headbang, and he shows me the simplest fucking thing. I'm like, oh my god! And that was part of the partying thing too. Like I was like, fuck, I'm ready to kick back and drink some fucking beer or whatever, and yeah, get into guitar solos. But it was like just the coolest, simplest shit. In the cool of the evening, when your rhythm getting kinda groovy, I call you up and ask you like you go to the movies. First you say no, that you got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, alright. Then you stop and say, alright. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. That's actually a lot like Down by the River. Same chord pattern. Be on my side, or be on your side, babe. I shot her dead, shot her dead. I was playing it in the wrong order. I'm like, God, it don't sound right. Down by the river, I shot my lady. Down by the river, ooh, I shot her dead. That's probably going to sound great. Gloria says she's seen Neil Diamond around 1979, just Neil on a stool, a sweatshirt, and his guitar. Holy fuck. Yeah. Well, that's some good memory there, Gloria, for sure. That's got to be amazing. Had to be amazing. I don't know how many regrets I have about not seeing shows. Like, I seen Jimmy Page when I was 18 on his Outrider tour, his solo album. And in 98, 97, somewhere's in there, when Plant and Page were doing their tour, the band that we were fucking opening up for a lot, the singer calls me on a Friday night and he's like, Troy, I have tickets to Plant and Page, and we're playing, so I want to know if you want them. But before you say yes, we need an opening band. I mean, I don't really regret that. It would have been kick-ass to see Jimmy Page again. You know, I got to see him in 88 when he was fucking, still kicking ass. And though the Plant Page tour was pretty good. They sounded good. But I never seen Robert Plant. That would have been cool. Jason Bonham, John Bonham's son, played drums when I seen Page, so that was cool. I'm trying to think probably had the opportunity to see Metallica and Anthrax at some point and never did. I'm not so sure. I mean, Metallica, some of their, And Justice for All is just a badass album to me, but I don't know that that's big of the deal. I would really like to have seen Anthrax. Paul McCartney and or Ringo Starr would have been cool. Or would be cool. Oh yeah, managing a record store. That would have been a blast in the 70s. I hope you were a partier. I hope you were a partier then, Gloria. Oh my god. I don't have a fucking lighter around here. Oh, now I hear the hounds barking. Mrs. V is probably home. Be on my side or be on your side, baby. In the cool of the evening. Gosh, what else did we do? I think I told you guys the other night. We did Burn in Love. Can't remember it. Lord Almighty, feel my temperature rising. Why the fuck am I getting feedback? I have headphones on. Strange. I'm just a hunk of burning love. So we do all heavy versions. Hang on, Sloopy, and the Wild Thing, and gosh darn it, what is it? I'm sure we Hang on, Sloopy into something. What in the fuck? I wonder if it's my headphones. It's not. Oh my god, we did some shit. Oh. Whew. I think lasted 9 months in that band. I want to say we would have started in like fucking end of January, February of fucking 2001. Or no, it would have been 2000. And I quit in October of 2000. We would do shit like Mustang Sally and fucking Some Kind of Wonderful. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. That's the worst. We'd do Brown Eyed Girl. I love that shit. I sang the lead on that. That kind of stuff was okay. Even, every band was doing it. We did cool shit like fucking Tommy and Two Tones and but man, Some Kind of Wonderful. Holy fucking and all that shit was the last side of the night and I would be completely fucking blitzed, but ride, Sally, ride. Oh my god, that shit sucks. Seriously, I mean, I know like they're classic tunes, but dum 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 dum. I don't need a whole lot of money. I don't need a big fine car. I got everything a man could want. I got more than I could ask for. I don't need to run. I don't need to run around all night. Cause I got me a sweet little woman, and she knows how to treat me right. She my baby, don't you know that she's some kind of wonderful? I can't remember that chord. Thankfully, we never did anything like Slow Ride. Slow Ride. Or Smoke on the Water. I will, Gloria, and then I'll say, but I do that every fucking night. Or she'll be like, oh, good for you, honey. It's a fine line, right? Like you guys know, anybody who's hung out a little bit and has been willing to give TV a chance. I love Mrs. V to death. I hope that I never get obnoxious about, like, I don't want to be that person that just goes on and on about their spouse, right? She makes very, very rare appearances, which is cool, you know. She is not, how'd you say? I'm not interested in whatever it is you do up there. I'm glad you're happy. Oh my God, Gloria, can you imagine? You guys don't see. Hold on a second, sister. Like you gotta have, you gotta have something, some stuff in common or that you share in life and appreciate in life, right? But we are for sure opposites, like in kind of our primary personality, I guess. I've tried so hard to get her to come on because, like, I mean, she's pretty mellow. I just know how that shit works, and it's like, and I am, when I say that, I am thinking, like, I know how YouTube works. I know how humans work. I really believe that. And maybe it would only be, it would be profoundly effective, I guess, only on immediately on the folks that have hung out with me for a while, right? To all of a sudden have her sitting here next to me because she would get some shots in. Though she's not, that's not in her, she's not a smartass or a joker or anything, just, but when it would come, it would be great. But she would give some balance. I mean, I'm serious. I'm just curious about shit, like I said, about humans in general. And certainly I'm, curious about and love doing what I do here, but it would be really interesting. I just feel like, and it wouldn't be no fucking ego suck, but it would, I really feel like if I could get her comfortable and hanging out with me for even 45 minutes, a segment of a stream or something, I don't know that the channel would blow up, but it would be, she would draw so many more viewers. Because, too, people are also, curious about that fucking husband-wife dynamic. I have to think about what other show, like Bobby Lee, I don't know if they're married, but he's been with had the same girlfriend for a very long time. But she's fucking, maybe she used to do, she was like, I don't think she was MMA, but she was some sort of pretty hardcore athlete. But it's fucking great. I mean, especially when you any folks that have spent any time together, it's like there's just, it's, everything's natural. You won't even doing is very much aware I am of what I'm doing here on camera and mic every second. That would probably lapse if she was sitting next to me, or like at some point be just like totally forget you guys. That might not be good, but George and Gracie, Bobby Lee and his girlfriend, they're fucking awesome. They crack me up. And I know Howard Stern, like, and Robin weren't a couple, but those two are great. I get it. And it's like I see the shit. I understand it. Even watching, like, I would listen to Joe Pags, the fucking far-right fucking talk show radio host. Just to fucking, debunk his bullshit, but it's always that combination. And for whatever reason, I really feel like a male-female combination just works better than any other. God, who is it who's the liberal talk show host that I listen to and watch on YouTube? God damn it, I can't fucking. That's gonna drive me nuts. She's awesome. She doesn't really. She's got two other folks, co-workers in the studio with her, but they don't comment a whole lot. It's just crazy because she, and most people aren't fucking aren't hams, or want to be in front of a fucking camera. It kills me because, like, Mighty streamed a lot, news, and Putin said he had streamed. I don't know. I guess I've never really picked his brain about it too much because I love Putin, and he's not like he's hyper protective of his personal life and shit or whatever, but I just don't. I love and appreciate him. Never hounded him about too much, and it's like, God, why am I the fucking idiot fucking doing this stream? It's like it should be people like fucking, Patriot P or Mighty or fucking Putin or Retzi, Laura fucking does a great job, and she's fucking in with some people, working with folks, collaborating, not just working for these folks, but like she's she's been at it for fucking ever. I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, A Bear, she's so fucking well spoken and educated, informed, and like it has a lot to do with. I talked about this the other night. P's and Q's, right? It's like I'm not to the point where I'm not cynical about it. Like, oh, it's fucking. I'm sitting here being fake, but you just. I look at it as like, well, it's trying to mind my P's and Q's, and whatever everybody's definition of that certainly is varies, but do the best I can because you know my goal is I have no desire to like shock people at all. I just don't. I mean, I absolutely desire to fucking make sure I emphasize the shit that's important to me that I'm saying, and I have zero fucks to give about overemphasizing. But yeah, Josh, what's up, brother? Nothing, Josh. What's up with you? I'm about ready to disappear again for a second. Get her done. Puff, puff, pass. Just got off the road. My demon let me when I was quite young. On the road again. On the road. I'm back. I'm on the road again. Oh, they also did Going Up to the Country. That was it. Gone up to the country, got to get away. Two different singers, I think, on those two songs, though. They were one of the best acts, better acts at the Woodstock. Played Hendrix's Star Spangled Banner, of course, on the 4th for the neighborhood. Gosh, what's my, oh, for fuck's sake, I just seen a documentary on that dude. Is it Billy something or other? Just him and his playing his acoustic guitar and singing. That's a really kick-ass story. Crosby, Stills, and Nash just fucking doing Sweet Judy Blue Eyes just, I don't know, 6 months after getting together. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? How do fucking 3 people sit down with fucking 2 guitars and 3 mics and do that shit? I think they played 3 songs that were like fucking 20 minutes long or some shit. It was, 20 minutes for 3 songs. How do you do? I mean, like, I posted a part of a song from the CD that we printed in 1998, and it cost us $5,000 for 500 discs. It was $2,700 or something like that for the recording and mixing, and then and it was like $2,300 Digidoc out of Anaheim. Printed them. No inserts, just cases. They all are. They did not come in cases. They were just the CD, band name, the 5 title of the 5 tracks. And it's like, it pisses me off. I can't imagine, like, we used to tune a half a step down because, well, doing covers, you're able to, you don't have to fucking reach so high. It's a half a octave lower, right? But so I had to fucking I had to figure that shit out, because I play in standard tuning now and have for years. But, man, I thought about redoing some of that shit. There's only one song out of the 5 that I sing lead on. Bass player sings lead on one, drummer sings lead on one, and our other guitar player, he sang lead on 2 of them. They were cool tunes, but I'm kind of pissy. It's like, we recorded it at Underground Studios and then mixed it at Fast Tracks, and both those places in Grand Rapids are right. Underground was, I don't know, on the outskirts or whatever, but Fast Tracks in the 80s and 90s was actually a pretty, for like local studios, and I'm talking like, that's 45 minutes from me. Grand Rapids is a pretty good sized city, right? It was, Fast Tracks was easily competing with plenty of other um, studios like in the Detroit area at that time, right? For the size, what the kind of music that they were, that folks who were playing would come and see him for. So I don't know, man. I listen to it and it's like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking thin, and it's like, I don't believe for a second that I don't have. Yeah, I don't know. I came across the VCR this spring and dug out all my old VCR tapes that were unlabeled and shit, and I can't find. I thought for sure I had some footage of a field party that we put together. But yeah, I know there's some folks that have some video footage of my band from back then. I don't know. It was just, I don't know. And maybe it's just because I'm a fucking idiot and it's like I stopped playing in October of 2000 and that was the last. Well, I think I joined my old band on stage when me and Mrs. V on our anniversary or something. We went out and seen those guys, and I got up and did a couple tunes with them. So that would have been in January of 2001. And then I honestly didn't pick up a fucking guitar until 2014, and I started playing my oldest half-size electric, and just was going mad up here right in this very room. Until 2017, I bought that guitar and just, but now like all the shit that, like, I just use I've tried but I don't have patience or the attention span for like, what is it, GarageBand is I guess a pretty fucking good virtual recording studio. I use NCH software and have literally for 12 years now. And I have a licensed version, but for the longest time I didn't. Josh says I have a cassette tape of originals from my old rock band in high school. What year was that, brother? It's better than I thought it would be. I gotta find a cassette player though. I think we record, in 1982 or 93, right on. I have a cassette of about I'm sure it's less than 2 minutes, probably, or somewhere's around there, of the first time I ever fucking played guitar with a drummer, right? So it was 1984, and I told this story the other day, Josh. I don't know if you're here, but one day I went and bought 3 joints. I had, doing the normal thing, being my buddy, bought 3 joints for fucking $5. And I think actually I was hanging out with fucking, I know it was Eric Ross. All right. And we went over to this other dude's house, got the joints, went over to this other dude's house, right? We're going to fucking burn down and just hang out, whatever fucking dope smoking teenagers do in the early 80s. And he had this old, like fucking whatever, Japanese or Chinese or fucking Mexican, probably not even that. It was probably Japanese, just no fucking serial numbers or nothing on the neck plate and stuff. An old F-hole like Ted Nugent plays, right? And the neck it was a bolt-on neck, but the neck was off it. I don't know if anything else was taken apart. Maybe the fucking cover plate was off the back or something, and no strings, right? He's like, I don't know how we got on the conversation. He's like, I'm like, man, I got to get a guitar, because all I had up to that point was like a Sears acoustic guitar that my uncle had given me. I'm like, man, You know, I had stars in my eyes. He's like, dude, I'll give you that guitar for the fucking 3 joints. And I'm like, I can't fucking do that. I just got these 3 joints. That's all I got. I'm like, I'll give you 2 of them, man, so I can fucking burn down and play my new electric guitar. He went for it. Fucking crazy shit. So I got that guitar straightened out, and then, yeah, in the basement, in probably like fucking summer, that same summer, God, Josh, if you go check out the fucking video that I dropped last night, Bad Call, it's just part of a song off our CD. If you fucking look for the picture of me in there wearing a fucking Randy Rhoads Ozzy Osbourne tribute shirt, the dude that I'm standing behind, I have my hands on his shoulders. I'm looking off. He's smiling right at the camera. He was the one playing drums. I still have that cassette. I don't have a cassette player either. Da, 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 da. I can still remember it, man. I don't know if I can remember how to play it, but it was probably shit anyways. Why? That's all I can do, man. There was something about that shit. You know, when I was 20-ish, 21-ish, like I was telling Gloria, it's like we were really starting to get stuff down, and I was going crazy, like, because, you know, we were fucking, nothing was solid. We were fucking kids. Most of my best buddy who played bass, he was 4 years older, is 4 years older than me, so, you know, he was 24, but he always hung around with, you know, folks my age for the most part. We even had a lot of fucking kids that were fucking 2 and 3 years younger than me. And so, like, one of the youngsters was a really badass drummer, so you could never, no consistency, right? So my buddy Dave, the bass player, he had a fucking 6x10 bass cabinet, and I fucking would hook up fucking a cassette player to that shit, Josh, and I would fucking, because I had a drum set then too, even though I couldn't play worth a shit, but I was like, I want to make sure there's no fucking lacking of equipment. We just need fucking warm bodies, right? And so I would just get down a basic fucking beat, record it through some jam box fucking microphones, right, in the basement, in the swill pit, and fucking stop it, fucking put another tape in the other side, right, or a different, I can't remember if it's a dual cassette player or what, fucking get on the guitar, play that fucking drum track, and fucking jam over top of it, play that drum track through his fucking bass cabinet, and then fucking record it again. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. One joint. It didn't have no strings, so a joint for the body and a joint for the fucking neck. And my guitar player, longtime partner, he kind of fucking screwed me out of that. I mean, I got the guitar for basically $3, right? $3 or $4, however you want to look at it. But I don't know, he was supposed to do so. It was a pile of shit, but still, it'd be fucking neat as hell to have a fucking hollow body like that. Just as I have an amped SVT 8x10 cabinet in my basement. Holy balls. So Josh, when you're playing, like, God, I can't remember. My buddy, you could look him up on Facebook. Bruce Danz is his name. He was the guy that, he ran sound for us the first time I ever played in a bar. And he was the member of Stagehand Union fucking most of his adult life, right? Like he was fucking Marilyn Manson's stage monitor manager for 5 fucking years. He toured with them guys and Avenged Sevenfold a lot, and then just billions of other bands, right? But I can't remember what he said, but he was all about the tens. I think he said he had like a 410 cabinet and maybe a 15, or maybe it was a 12. He said, fuck it, I don't need the 15 or something like that. Ampeg, yeah. Well, Ampeg is good shit, right? One of the dudes that, one of the younger cats that used to hang around with us a lot, he got in, he was into Ampeg. I was, I don't know if that was a tube amp or not, but dude, I was so I was just straight up old school, like, you know, set necks, fucking set bridge. That's why I love Gibson guitars. And fucking, my rig was a crate half stack. I just fucking loved it. And, you know, I'm still disgusted at times because I don't have an amp. I just play through my PA or headphones with my fucking effects processor because I'm not out jamming. But, you know, I look around. It's like I want to have an amp at some point. It's like, can't fucking go get a crate because you, eventually there'll be, you know, there's just going to be no keeping it up. And how much does a 2x12 Marshall cost? Fucking an arm. It's disgusting. Be able to fucking, used to be able to get a fucking badass 100-watt solid state 100-watt head like a Carvin or a Crate or whatever for fucking PV maybe for fucking $200 and a $200 fucking 4x12 cabinet with Celestians, right? You don't use it anymore? Your parents want it out of their basement? Yeah, that's a massive cabinet, dude. 8x10. Yeah, the 6x10 was probably just about up to my neck, and I'm 6 foot. I played through a PV for a very short time. Not, might have done some shows with it. I don't know. Randall, you know, had, if you can remember, fucking around with one of those for a little while. These were just combo amps, though. Yeah, Trainer, also good shit. 110, huh? Yeah, right. So it's loud enough. Jesus, really? 110, huh? And you can have, cause yeah, if you're, even if you're doing live gigs, right? Well, I guess depending on how big it would be, right? Cause you're not gonna have instruments coming back through the monitors, but yeah, for sure you're gonna have your shit mic'd and going out through the mains for the audience, anyways. Yeah, I would have to get, when I get an amp, I will have to get like some splitters and shit too, and then decide how I want it, you know. God, it's been so long, that shit makes my fucking brain melt. Probably have to get a mic, and then it's like, what kind of issues, like, one day I'll show you guys this studio. It's fucking 11 feet, 9 inches wide, and you can see, the curved ceiling there. That's 6 foot 6 inches or something like that. It's just above my head if I went over there and stood up against a wall. So it's like the old barn style roof, right? And it slants up about another 6-ish foot to a full ceiling. But it's fucking 11 foot 9 inches wide and 28 feet long. I'm not even joking. Like, it's I don't know, probably 8 foot to the fucking curtains behind me, and so another 20 feet on the other side of you guys. It, I thought, man, this is going to be crazy with these slanted ceilings on both. The other end is just like the fucking ceiling behind me, right? And there's probably like, you know, 16, 18 feet of full, almost 10-foot wall ceiling, right? It sounds so goddamn good up here. It is carpeted, and I have the blankets up, and I have a bunch of canvas paintings on the walls here, and it's goes out, but it's all hard surface beyond that. I think if I do, I mean, I have this, I'm actually using it for a Rocktron 10, is it 10 watts? I think so. With, I believe it looks like a fucking 8-inch speaker. But it sounds like fucking shit. So I haven't even I haven't ever used it to even practice. I thought maybe it's loud enough, but I don't know if I'd start having issues like when I stand up and do full out practice rehearsals by myself. Because I don't have a vocal monitor, so I just stand slightly in front of the mains, right, where I can hear them, but they're not going into the mic at all. But if I have a fucking guitar amp behind me, that might start becoming an issue. Josh says when he does musical theater gigs, it's usually no amp, just straight through my DI preamp with 2 channels. I'm not sure what DI is, brother. So, Josh, have you played with like ear monitors then? Or is it like when you do your theater gigs, are you just able to, because the acoustics are so kick-ass that you're just able to hear yourself? Like that's something that I've been paying attention to a lot lately is fucking people rocking out, you know, doing shows with the ear monitors, and it's like, I mean, I can see where like if back in the day would have went right from what we were doing, playing in front of a couple hundred people in a pretty decent sized bar, or out a few hundred people outside, and having to work with all that with your wall of sound with your instruments by your drums, right? And then making sure you get all your vocals in back at you. But never had, like it probably would have been strange going to having everybody's instrument in your ear and having to have that mixed properly. And then, like doing this shit, like it's only been recently that I've started recording vocals with my headphones, and that was weird getting used to. It was strange. Like it would sound good and shit, but I don't know, like, and two, I would always, singing, it's like I gotta sing at full fucking volume, right, to be able to be comfortable and get it from the diaphragm and all that shit. Yeah, ear monitors, right on direct input. I gotcha. Yeah, yeah, that would be such a trip. Like so at these huge big rock shows, like I've heard musicians say they don't even hear the crowd screaming quite often, or it's really faint, right? Like, you just hear your fucking music. I think it would probably be best, like, cause, man, dude, other than like the mellower shows like Floyd and that kind of stuff, like when I'd go see concerts, I stuffed my ears, and I never could do it playing. I think there might have been a show or two that I did because I was having issues with my right ear, because the drummer was always to my right. Yeah, it's like, man, that would start that sucked. It's like, is it really necessary for the band to have to hear it so fucking loud? You know, and obviously, Idiot Stick. He's not an idiot stick because he's deaf, but Ted Nugent, he's an idiot stick. Period. But you know, and I think even Brian Johnson from Zap or AC/DC, and yeah, I'm sure there's many of folks. Yeah, Jeff says the in ears are great and they act like earplugs too. You just adjust your own mix for what's important for yourself. Yeah, right. I gotcha. Yeah, so you could just be like, hey man, I need I need the drums up a little bit, myself up and a little bit, and just the vocals to where I can hear them or whatever. And yeah. Yeah, that's why I've been pushing it, even though my fucking setup right now, because I'm using two computers to fucking do this stream, just struggling with the sound. I mean, it didn't sound bad. For some reason, I keep fucking overloading, though. Just, I don't know if it's when I'm using my wah or not, but there's some clicks and pops here, just here and there, or when the fucking song was picking up, and it's like, even though it wasn't redlining on my input indicator, I don't know, it's just fucking, it's tweaky, but it's a fucked up shit the way I got it set up right now. Yeah, I look forward to doing more, fucking around more like that, and getting used to having headphones on. Like, if it's not late and I'm doing a jam stream, I kind of like to feel it, feel the vibration. So I'll have the shit come through my mains, and it's really easy for me to mix and get the best mix and sound that I can for a stream that way. But yeah, it's also been cool recently to do full out jams with headphones on. It's weird. Just smile and nod. What? Fine soldiers in our army wouldn't know a shell from a boat. Huh? He said you smell like a goat. Oh, I didn't have my headphones all the way. I'm like, what the fuck happened to my guitar? You ever hear that song, Josh? King Missile? Ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I love fucking minor chord shit and fucking just funky, good grooves like that. That song, I could listen to that shit for like fucking 10 minutes straight, just that same rhythm. That's all that whole song is. I don't think it changes. You use the Shure 215, or those are the monitors that you use, ear in ears. I'm pretty much a complete fucking noob when it comes to a lot of that shit. I know that 58s and 57s are still extremely, you just can't, the working man's mics, right? And this shit, I don't even know what the hell the name of it was. $35 mic, but I had to have a fucking unidirectional, right? And I had to have a fucking balanced uh, cord and all that shit. So I'm gonna be fucking deal, quarter-inch jack for a microphone, the XLR. But other than that, I don't know jack shit. I know that there's, probably better microphones for vocals and, you know, whatever. You see people using these big ass fucking fancy $400 mics and shit, and it's like, I don't know, man. I've even been watching like fucking sound managers and shit, people who fucking run sound for big festivals and crap, right? And they'll sit there and run down their rig, and you watch them put up their fucking those stacks and all that shit. But right on. Hey, to you other two folks that are hanging out, maybe Gloria. Oh my god, I don't know how I'll ever fucking. James, what's up, my brother? I'm about ready to get lost. I don't have anything amplified, but still, you can imagine at 12:30 at night, upstairs, some guy bellowing. Can't hear nothing else, no music. It's just gonna be. I'm gonna do it anyways, but I'm gonna do it real quick and get off. Like Eddie Murphy said, it's my motherfucking house. It's my motherfucking chair. It's my motherfucking table. You don't like it, you can get the fuck out. And if the kids don't like it, they can get the fuck out too. Eddie. Gloria and Josh, you guys are the fucking heroes. I mean, James knows how much I love him anyways. And I'll just, James is on a whole other fucking time schedule level thing over there on the other side of the rock. Josh and Gloria fucking hanging out like troopers. James, though I'm leaving, Elron Gaming was here too. Thanks to you, brother, for coming by. Thanks to the lurkers. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna fuck off and do a song that I've done a billion times on my way out. I gotta get off on this. Let me check. All right, hopefully it'll be loud enough. I better get going before I'm gonna get yelled at. All right, I appreciate you guys, all right? Be good. Peace and love. TV2 out. Said we're gone, don't you ever call me again. Now we're on it just in case, 'cause you know we'll always be friends. I found what I was looking for, all of this time. It was always right here in front of my eyes. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found what I was looking for. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found what I was looking for. Have fun, don't you have a cow? And I'll be around just in case, 'cause you know we'll always be friends. You and I've been down this road too many times. It's always been right here in front of my eyes. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found what I was looking for. She said I finally found it. She said I finally found it. She said I finally